Alright, so we are going to use our Ring of Shadows and teleport directly to the Stranglewood. Once I reach this location, I can either run north, west, or I can go south and then west. I think I'm going to go southwest first, and we'll try the north route later on. What is going on, you guys? It is Mr. No Sleep here from Old School RuneScape, and welcome to a brand new video for you all today. Well, that was quite a run, and as you can see, I am getting attacked by a couple strangled along the way, so we're just going to simply kill this strangled. Sometimes you get attacked by multiple, but that's okay as long as your health is sufficient. They should leave you alone after you kill what's attacking you, and then you can go ahead and start fishing, because ladies and gentlemen, today I bring you loot from 10 hours of the fishing spot, also known as the Stranglewood fishing spot, also known as the hunt for RuneScape's rarest treasure. Hopefully we discover it today. This is going to be the item known as Undiscovered. It looks to be a cake. Yes, it looks to be a question mark cake, and it's considered very rare. And the only other rare item here that's actually listed is a red topaz that is cut, and it is 1 in 5,000. So as you can see, pretty weird loot. Overall, just all of this is weird. I will be hunting for the red topaz and also the Undiscovered, whatever that is. All right, let's just go ahead and get started. I'm really not sure what to expect from this one, but I will be banking everything. I'll be spending 10 hours of my time here. We'll see how much XP this is, and we'll see what loot we can gather along the way. And maybe, just maybe, I will be the first person in Old School RuneScape to discover this undiscovered item. Now, I want to give a big shout out to a friend of mine, Merchant, for recommending this video. He recommended this around 9 p.m. 2 days ago, and I felt like I should do it right away, so I pretty much started this yesterday, finished it this morning, and I also saw that Behemoth made a video, as you can see on screen there, talking about this. Either way, I want to give credit to where credit's due. It seems to me that no one in Old School RuneScape has discovered this item yet, so that is the main goal for today's video, and just to really introduce this to you guys so that maybe you can be the first one to find it if I'm not able to be the first one. One thing that I really love about this fishing spot is that it's extremely laid back. You only have to click it one time per 15 to 20 minutes, and that's at 99 fishing, so it's very slow. This fishing spot never disappears, and it never changes, never moves. Now, you do fish the pike and the other resources notably much slower than other fishing spots in RuneScape, and therefore you're not really recommended to train your fishing level here, not even when trying to obtain raw pike or even caskets. However, it does have one of the highest drop rates for moon key loot paths, so that is a cool feature about this spot. I will say, after the time that I spent here, I wasn't really that impressed on the drop rate for those moon key loot paths, but if the wiki thinks that's important, I am certainly going to mention it. This was actually released into the game quite a while ago, guys. This is not relatively new as I thought, because it's just crazy that in the last week or so this has been brought up on YouTube from Behemoth. And so yeah, it's been in the game since July 26, 2023. You just need fishing bait and a normal fishing rod or a pearl fishing rod, and really the only thing to point out about this spot is that the examine for this fishing spot, when you right click it to examine it, it is different from most other fishing spots. It says that you can see something in the water rather than you can see fish swimming in the water. So that clearly indicates that there is something other than a fish that is pointing out of this water, and it's sticking out. Your character's looking right at it, but will you be able to obtain it? Well, that's a whole nother story. Hopefully in today's video we are lucky enough to. I think that would be incredible. I'd rather spend all of my RNG on getting this unknown item rather than getting, say, a 3rd H pickaxe from a master clue. I'm a man who knows what I want, and yes, this is really just brought up. I'm looking at the thread here on July 18th from Mod Lycos. I think that's how you pronounce the name. It looks like it was mentioned on Discord, according to the references here on the wiki. So yeah, the JMod here is not gonna spoil the surprise, so whoever ends up getting this item first can definitely post it, whether it be on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, or Reddit, or maybe just in this video you're gonna see me get it at the very end. You just never know with me, ladies and gentlemen. But regardless, what about this loot, huh? We're really stacking up the newspaper here, we're stacking up the lobster pots, and the pike is coming along just fine as well. Well, it took about 20 minutes to fill up a full inventory. We're gonna go to the crafting guild and bank everything, Ring of Shadows right back to the Stranglewood, and we'll make our way back. As you can see, pretty much every time you bank, if you decide to bank, you do have to deal with the strangled at the docks. And yeah, you can wear an Elysian and, you know, good defense gear, but you're still going to take a lot of damage. On the side, I was getting some things done. I was actually fishing on another account and doing a little bit of bonfiring and a little bit of standing at the Grand Exchange, you know, important things. Very, very AFK to do this. I feel like all of my videos recently has just been, you know, the same concept. Just don't have to look at the screen too much, especially with this one. Finishing up the very first hour here, let's go ahead and take a look at the overall loot. It looks like the XP is terrible, so yeah, not even gonna take a look at that. But the overall RuneLite loot tracker, this is a very AFK once again, is 73 fishing spots in total, about 12.6k in loot. And just right after that, I did receive an acorn. This acorn is 1 in 450, so that's not too bad at all. That loop half key that I mentioned earlier, that's 1 in 700, so hopefully we'll see a few of those. And you can also get clue bottles, beginner up to easy. If I do get any easy clues, I will do them at the end of the video, but I just don't do beginner clues right now, so don't mind that. But either way, you don't have to bank these items. I really wouldn't recommend that you bank these items, mainly because they're not worth that much. Even to collectors, newspapers aren't worth much. I asked around, and yeah, you can open up the caskets if you want. You know, you can find anything in there, but I'll save that for the end of the video. Speaking of the video, the guy that makes my thumbnails, big shout out to a great friend of mine, longtime friend of mine, F.E. Wiggy. He was also fishing with me for this treasure, so he ended up getting just a few more hours done than I did, so he did send me his screenshot of all of his loot, and I'll show it to you guys at the end of the video once we do the price check, so you'll have two different perspectives. I did try to dress up as a ghost and fool the strangled, you know, maybe they wouldn't recognize me, but unfortunately it did not work, so back to Dragon Claw specking them. And again, you don't have to worry about these strangled if you don't bank. This is a loot video. Clearly, I have to bank the loot, but if you're just going to sit here and go for that very rare item and you want to be the first one in RuneScape or the few in RuneScape who ends up finding this item, then I would recommend never leaving this area. Just stay here forever, and your odds of getting it will be much better because, you know, banking takes time, especially running back to this location. So that's just something to keep in mind. I am working on multiple farming related videos right now, so I had to keep leaving, which, you know, I have to bank anyway, so it really didn't make a difference to me. I did manage to pick up an easy clue scroll, and it looks like I would have gotten about 5 beginner clues, but I just have them stuck in my bank, so I don't have to bother with them. But yeah, I did get one easy clue casket, so that'll be cool to open at the very end. I just got it a little bit before the halfway mark, and I also was able to get another acorn. So yeah, pretty good odds so far, good RNG. We still haven't received the topaz, and I don't think we are, because if that's 1 in 5,000, and I'm only getting about 70 to 80 fishing spots fished per hour, then that means in like 10 hours I'll be lucky to get 700 overall rolls on the loot table. So I don't know if we'll hit the 5,000 mark anytime soon, but this is definitely something I'm willing to come back to in the future unless I get lucky today. Well, that was the last slot in the inventory, and I managed to get a loop half key. That is incredible. 575 for that one, 6 hours and 30 minutes later. Overall, 7 hours in, 3 hours to go. Just going to bank all of these amazing items. I was planning on doing a big net fishing video in Varlamore pretty soon, but I guess I'll put that one on hold because this one is actually so similar to that one. So yeah, this did work out though. I mean, I was very surprised to hear that no one has obtained this item yet, and I'm not gonna lie, this is one of those videos that I really don't know what to say about this item. I'm assuming that you guys probably know more about it in the comment section below, so if there's been anyone out there that has actually pursued the journey to get this item, or maybe you know someone that has spent a lot of time on this dock, feel free to comment below and I will pin your comment, all right? Because I want to know more about this, and this is just something that I'm very unexposed to. As of like 48 hours ago, I didn't even know this was a thing. So please leave me your feedback in the comment section below. I really do appreciate it. And with all of that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't get the drop. Yeah, 10 hours has been completed. Wah, we did not get it. Cry like a baby, but next time we will. I promise you, this is not the last time I will be on these docks. I like this idea a lot, and yeah, man, who doesn't want a question mark cake if that even is the item, you know? I want that cake more than anyone, so I'll see if I can't spend some time AFKing here. Definitely have more than enough accounts to put there, so we'll see. All right, guys, let's do the price check. Overall loot from 10 hours of the fishing spot, 183k. We'll round that up to 184k, plus 172 old boots, and 2 loop keys, as well as about a 54k easy clue scroll reward. I'm actually going to be keeping the caskets. They have 74 of them. I think I'm going to keep those for a future video, so yeah, I would have just got a little bit of gems and coins from that either way. But I'll go ahead and show you guys the RuneLite loot tracker, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. A huge thank you to the YouTube channel members, with a special shout out to xXzoticx, DeceptionZ, DaeDogGaming, and Gentle Jester. Until next time, Mr. No Sleep, out.